Hey guys, thanks for coming tonight. Oh my gosh, Jess, what a crowd. What a great hostess you are. Let's all give Jess a big thank you. Jess, that's great, wow. Thank you so much for hosting tonight. We just met at Kara's Tupperware party just like last week. And why did you decide to have a Tupperware party?
Free stuff.
You know what? I'm so glad you said that because you know what? That is the magic word. Y'all like free? Yeah. Free and half price is the best price for hostesses. So just keep that in mind when you start to see that long wish list that you're going to be acquiring. Oh my gosh. Any other reason why you decided to?
Get all my friends together.
What a nice girl. Okay. Do you all have friends?
Yeah.
You do? Well, you can do the same thing, you get your friends together as well. So there we go. Well, you know what, Jess? I really appreciate our hostesses. So come stand over here for 1 second. Because, you know what? I'm going to stand right over here in front of everybody because, you know what, guys? Our hostesses are queens. And we want to treat you like royalty, okay? So you are going to be the queen for the day. Doesn't she look beautiful? Yeah. Yay! And you are her royal court. So, Jess, queen for the day. You know what that means? That means we are going to just, like, throw Tupperware at you. Okay. Not literally, okay? But free stuff. And just for having me over, this is like the first of many free gifts that you're going to earn. This is my very famous pie cutter, cake cutter. And look at Jessie, it doesn't no blood. Nice. Okay, but it cuts beautifully through cakes and pies and everything, so the kids can get involved too, because all our Tupperware is so kid friendly. And we have a special little keychain as well for all your meds, Okay, so there you go. Just the first of many gifts. Let's give her another thank you, okay? Thanks, Jess. Okay, excellent. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. Is everybody happy to be here? Yeah. Yeah, I hear you got your wine, you got your drinks, You don't mind that the kids are home with the dads and right? You're like, yeah, I'm here. Why did you decide to come here tonight? Doreen, why did you decide to come here tonight?
A night out.
A night out with the girls. You know what? That's a great answer. And you know what we're going to do here today? We're going to give you guys tickets because we want to give you all kinds of chances to earn free gifts. So, Doreen, that was a great answer. There's 2 tickets for you. As a matter of fact, would you be in charge of my tickets to start me off? Sure. Just we'll pass it along.
Well, I want a ticket.
You want a ticket? Well, why are you here, Elizabeth?
Because I got a new kitchen and I need some stuff.
Give her 3 tickets, Doreen, okay? Oh, my God. Who else wants to tell me why you're here? Why are you here? Stephanie? You told me when we came in that you have 4 children under the age of 7.
I do.
I already know why you're here.
Well, to get out, first of all, but for things that are non-breakable, because I can't have glass.
Can't have glass at home with 4.
That's safe for the kids.
Absolutely. Great idea.
Spill-proof.
And spill-proof. Fantastic. We're going to be showing you our cups in 1 second. You're going to love these cups, Stephanie. Anybody else want to tell me why you're excited to be here? Joan!
Joan, I heard that your stuff now is BPA free.
Yes, that is.
And, my daughter will not drink any water bottles unless she knows that it's okay. So are all your water bottles BPA free now?
Everything is BPA free. Our entire catalog is BPA free.
Is it safe to put these in the freezer?
Oh yes, absolutely. Great. Give her a ticket for that. Great questions. I am excited to be here, and I'm going to just tell you a little bit about me, so you know who this crazy maraca shaking girl is. Woo! Okay. So my name is Joan. And I live in Westwood, right up the street, and I have been in Tupperware. This is 27 years, guys.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you want to give me a ticket, right? And so in my first life, can anybody try to guess what my first career was? I know, you'll be here. Cheerleaders? No, I was never in sales. Never in sales. Last thing on my radar. I was a teacher, actually. You remember that from the last party, right, Jess? I know. I was a Spanish teacher. I taught Spanish for 14 years in the public schools, loved it, always wanted to be a teacher, always knew I was going to be a teacher since I was little. And along the way, I got my master's degree and I just was building a great career. But my ultimate dream, of course, was to someday start a family. And it's just amazing how life just happens. So I had just gotten married in my 12th year of teaching, and my girlfriend Ginny calls me up and she says, Joan, she says, I'm having a Tupperware party and you need to come. And I remember that conversation like it was yesterday, and I was like, oh, Ginny, I don't know. I said, I don't really need any Tupperware because, we're Greek, good Greek food. And my mom puts that good Greek food in a glass bowl with a plate on top. Can anybody relate to that? Who can relate to that, right? From the past, Maria, you're Italian, right? You can relate to that. Give her a ticket because she can relate to that, okay? So I said to Jenny, I'll come, but honestly, I'm probably not going to need any Tupperware, but I'll come and I'll be a warm body. So I go to the Tupperware party. Actually, I brought my mom. And the lady took out a Modular Mate container and she opened it up. Brown sugar. Does your brown sugar look like that? Smell. 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 Right? How does that smell?
Delicious.
Fresh, right? Okay, I wouldn't touch it because a lot of hands have been in it. This isn't the one I actually serve at home to my family that I cook with. This is the one I bring to all my parties. Do you know how fresh this has been in here for 7 flippin' years? Wow. And yeah, I know you're impressed, and it's true because this is an airtight seal. These are our Modular Mates, our storage containers for the pantry, for the flour, for the sugar, for the cookies, for the crackers. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I make a coffee cake like once a month at my house, and I said, every time I want to make a coffee cake, I have to have my husband go and buy a brand new box of brown sugar, Doreen, because that's like a brick. Like you could use it as a weapon, right? Can anybody relate to that? Yes, I know. So that was all I needed. So I said to the woman, I said, you know what though? I can't even afford to buy one piece of Tupperware today because we just got married, we just bought a condo, and I have 0 money in my checking account. So she said, well, you know what, Joan? How about this price? And I was like, is that a good price? That's a great price. So I said, okay, I'll have a Tupperware party. So literally, 27 years ago, I invited a few friends over Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock, I'll never forget it, 5 girlfriends. The poor gal got lost, ended up an hour late. But you know what, sorry, we had our wine, we were good. She finally came and she talked for literally 20 minutes about Modular Mates and a few bowls, because back then we didn't have all of these unbelievable cool products that we have today. Those products were cool for the times. And guess what? She ended up, my girlfriends went crazy, and at the end of the party, I said, Elaine, you talked for 20 minutes, you were here for an hour and a half, you ate some baklava, you laughed with the women. No offense, you were late and you could have gotten fired in some other job. How much money did you just make at my Tupperware party? Do you know what she said? She said $150. I said, you made $150 for showing up late and eating food and laughing? I said, that's criminal. Shut the front door, girlfriend. I can do this. And that was the beginning of 27 years. Did I think back then that I was going to be having a lifelong career with Tupperware? 12, bless you, Helen. 12 free cars, 25 free vacations. Oh my gosh, yeah, okay. So you know what? You're sitting here right now. That was me, just like you, Erin, sitting there 27 years ago. So just kind of think, this could be you. You never know. So let me introduce to you my 3 reasons why I've been with Tupperware for 27 years. These are my children. This is my son, James, and he writes for a newspaper, and he's awesome. It's my daughter, Christina, and she is a teacher. Yay. And for now, I'm sure someday, right, things could change. And she is 20, and she is studying in Australia. And the one thing about my wonderful children is that when I had James, I stopped being a teacher because I wanted to be a stay-home mom. That was always my dream. And I loved that I could be home with him all day. And my husband would come home and I'm like, here you go, he's yours, I'm out of here, I'm gonna slap some makeup on, go talk to women over 2 feet tall, and have a fun night with the girls. And I was actually getting paid for that. Like, are you kidding me? So then the daughter came along, Christina, and my car died. And just as my car died, my house, we outgrew the house. And I'm like, you know what, honey, we need a new house because, with 2 kids, the house shrinks. We need a new car. And he's like, well, we really can't do both. I'm like, yeah, we can. I'm gonna make a deal with you. You go get us the brand new house and I'm gonna get us the brand new car. He's like, what? Yeah, woohoo! 6 weeks later, who shows up to the condo with a brand new flippin' car that Tupperware's paying for my insurance, my maintenance, and on my excise tax? We still have no house, but that's okay. You need something done, you ask a woman. And here we are, guys. I've raised all my children by being a stay-home mom, paying for all their activities, the gymnastics, the dancing school, the sports, the piano lessons, all the way through college tuition. All of my children have graduated from college and will be graduating debt-free. Who can say that today, right? So if any of this resonates with you, or if you know somebody in your world that could use this opportunity, please, we'll talk about it at the end, but I just wanted you to have a little, idea of who I am. So I'm going to leave my children right there because I love them so much. Okay, so we're going to get started here. Who's excited? Yay! Okay, so we have 3 amazing choppers here, and I have to just tell you, this is Papa Bear, this is Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear, okay? So how many of you have those fancy schmancy, food choppers at home with 20, you know what I'm saying? 25 pieces. Do you use it a lot, Elizabeth?
No, it's under the cabinet.
And why is it under the cabinet?
It's heavy and it takes up too much space on the counter.
Give her a ticket for that answer, Doreen, okay? Love that! Okay, pain in the neck. And you know what? We live in New England here. Power failures all the time. With our products here, you can still make dinner. And you don't need electricity. Woo! I love that. So we're going to get started, and we're going to do Mama Bear first, okay? Because you know what? Mama Bear rules. So we're going to show you, this is our Quick Chef Pro, and I wanted to show you how everything fits compact. Look at this. And how light is this, Maria? How light is that?
Very light.
A lot lighter than Elizabeth's big fancy schmancy, whatever, right? Okay, so we're going to take all these out, and I'm going to just show you. So we have these little protectors right here. And this has actually 3 attachments. Okay, not 33 like those big fancy schmancy guys. We have our little whipper. And with my little whipper, who likes chocolate mousse? Are we chocolate mousse? Okay, whipped cream, yeah, homemade whipped cream. Summertime is coming, thank God. We are gonna make some strawberry shortcakes at our Tupperware. Would you like strawberry shortcake, Erin? Your Tupperware party, we are gonna make strawberry shortcake, and we're gonna chop the strawberries in here with our blade, and then we are gonna make homemade whipped cream with my whipper. No electricity. What do you think of that? It's pretty awesome, right? Okay. Whipped cream, Jell-O, pudding, scrambled eggs, gravy. You can pretty much whip everything, okay? Now we also have a basket. Oh my God, can I tell you how much I love this basket? This basket, you can literally dry your berries in here. You can dry your herbs. And what I'm actually gonna show you, we'll talk about these little babies in a few minutes, but I have fresh cilantro in here. Ask me how long this has been in here.
How long?
Like 2 weeks.
Wow.
How fresh is that? Okay, so I'm actually going to just take out a little bit here, and I'm just going to go over to the sink. This is wet cilantro, okay? Because when you want to dry your cilantro, what do you normally do? Right? Paper towel, you know what, you flatten it out. We're gonna spin this baby. It's gonna be fluffier than a blow-dry hairdo, okay? In fact, you know what, Jess, would you like to come up and do this for me? Come on over here, Jess, and just give it a little spinaroonie here. Everybody go, go, Jess! Go, Jess! Woo! Look at that water coming out of there. Jess, you rock. Awesome. Look at that. Let's see how fluffy. Is that fluffy or what? Look at that, fluffy and dry. So you're not gonna go pat, pat, pat with your paper towel. Now what's really cool, Jess, we have these microfiber towels. Oh my gosh, olay, olay. Look at how much water is in here. Would you just give that a few little swoops and show everybody? You would normally have to use like 5 sheets of paper towels, and how much money are we gonna be wasting? Look at this. Bone dry, okay? Love, love, love. This way I'm not wasting your paper towels, girlfriend, okay? Thank you so much, Jess, for helping. You are the hostess with the mostest. All right, so we're gonna put back in here, we're gonna put the blade, and now we're gonna get started, and I am gonna make salsa. Who likes salsa? Yay, I'm gonna make homemade salsa, and I am looking for my silicone spatula. Okay. Doreen, would you mind closing this up for me with our nice airtight seal? Thank you so much. We're gonna take some onion, and we're gonna take a little garlic that's in here, guys, okay? Onion and garlic. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, and I'm gonna need a volunteer. How about Maria? Would you like to come and help, Maria? All right, Maria, give it a little spin, and we're gonna go, woohoo! Everybody go, Maria! Go, Maria! Give it a little wiggle, Maria! Woo! Okay. Oh my God, you're done. You're done. Wait, let me check.
Done?
That was onions. Any tears? Let me see.
No tears.
No tears, huh? My son, yesterday was Mother's Day, and he was chopping by hand. I'm like, James, why aren't you taking, he's walking away going, oh my God, my face is burning. I'm like, why aren't you using the Quick Chef? Thank you, Maria. Give her a ticket for that. Awesome. Oh my gosh, look at that. Baby fine. Baby fine, baby fine. Look how you are awesome. Is this going to save you time? Yes. And no tears, right? No mess. Love it. Okay, now, and we have our garlic in here. Oh my God, it's awesome. Now we're going to show you our magic can opener. Yeah, you like that, huh? The magic can opener. Are you ready? Because you're going to bring this home, and then you're going to be like, what'd she say? You need to repeat after me. Okay, ready? Open handles.
Open handles.
C space.
C space.
On top.
On top.
See, it doesn't go on the side, okay? On top, okay? I think we're going to have Margaret over here. Okay, Margaret? Let's give it a little, go, Margaret, go! Go, Margaret! Woo! You can even pick it up in the air, Margaret, and be like a magician. Look at her go. I told you it's a magic can opener, right? Margaret, you rock. It's not opening?
It's not falling.
Do you not trust the Tupperware lady, Elizabeth? Does it, who thinks it's not opening? Okay. Okay, you know what? I think that it's, I'm glad that, I always hope somebody says that. So we're going to open the handles again. See this little thingy mabobby right here? Okay, right on the edge. Are you ready, Elizabeth? For you. Close, lift.
Nice. How did that happen?
Does that cut? Is it smooth?
Tina, I'm so glad you asked that.
Very nice.
Am I bleeding?
No.
No sharp edges, ladies, either on the lid or on the can. Oh my God, are you impressed?
I'm very impressed.
Who has children here? You will never, ever have to worry about taking your children to the emergency room because they cut their finger on a can opener. Maybe for some other reason, but not because they cut their finger on the can opener. Now, before coming to Westwood tonight for your Tupperware party, Jess, I did a police check, and they told me that there are no more thieves in Westwood. But just in case somebody comes in from a neighboring town, we won't mention any names, I don't want to offend anybody. What you're going to do is you're going to wash out your can. Then you're going to take all your jewelry. You're going to put it right in here, right back in the cupboard. So when you go on vacation this summer, no thief will ever find your jewelry. And just be careful that your husband or the kids don't donate to the Boys and Girl Scouts, okay? So here's a present for you, okay? There you go, okay. Now, let's see, we're making salsa. I think I'm going to show you now my magic Zesty Pressy. It's called my Zesty Press. It's called Zest and Press, but you know, Zesty Pressy is cuter. So we're going to show you my, for half a lime. Okay, now you know that zesting is more potent than just juice. Okay, so you're going to zest. What's really cool is it's not going to go all over the counter. It's going to go right in the little cave. Isn't that cool, Sarah? Isn't that really cool? I know, but we're not going to zest today. I got you all excited to zest, but we're not going to zest, okay? We're going to press. We are going to press. Now remember, it's going to go butt up. Can you all say that? Butt up. Butt up, okay? Excellent. So I'm going to bring this over to Kara. Okay, Kara? Because I want everybody to have a turn. So did you get your ticket, by the way?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you need ticket? Let's go, ticket girl. All right, Kara, can you give us a little press here? Let's see how much juice is going to come out of there. Oh, my gosh, Kara, that is
That's
like...
a lot than my other one I have at home.
Exactly. That's because this is Tupperware. This is the real deal, right? Good job, Kara. And you know what, guys? All our Tupperware works lefties and righties. Who's anybody a lefty here? Well, guess what, Sarah? Look, our measuring cups, lefty or righty, so we don't discriminate. We love our lefties. Okay, look at this. You killed it. You killed this lime.
That's great.
This is awesome. Okay, ready? Whoop. Oh, I'm not good at basketball. Okay. Anyway, so now let's see. I think there's one more ingredient missing. We have half a dozen awesome seasonings in our catalog. And I know you're impressed by that, right? You were surprised that we have some. Yeah, because what's the word I'm trying to think of? Compliment. Thank you for helping me. Who said that? Give her a ticket for filling the blanks because I can't talk sometimes. They compliment our recipes, and we can make so many different recipes at the next. So, Stephanie, do you like mango salsa? Well, the next Tupperware party, we can do mango salsa at your party. This is regular salsa, okay? So we're going to use our measuring spoons. And what's really cool about our measuring spoons that stand out amongst all the other ones that you find at any of the stores is that they have how many in a set? Can you all count? You did great. First grade math, very good. 6, okay? So there's not 4 or 5. We have 6 measuring spoons. Oh my gosh. So another reason to use the measuring spoons is that when you measure with Tupperware.
What about the numbers on them?
Yes,
They're off?
they're good question, Tina. They're embossed, so they will not wear off. That is a great. Give her a ticket for that question. Oh my God, I'm down to my last chipotle. That's because I've been doing a lot of parties this week, and this month, and always. Okay, so we will refill for your parties. Don't you worry. Joan has a full stash at home. Did you notice what is happening here?
I love it. Just standing.
Do you love that it's cooperating? Because you know what? How many of you guys have busy lives? Okay, and just the phone rings, and you're like, oh, I'm right in the middle of measuring something, and the phone rings, and you can just put that right down, go answer the phone, come back, it's still there. Oh my gosh, you love it. Oh my God, are you like so excited to try this salsa? I know. And look, look, I love it. And you know what? When you measure and cook with Tupperware, it enhances the flavor. It does, it does. So did we miss anything? I think we've got it all. Well, I'm actually going to use the cilantro for the guacamole, but thank you for saying that, Linda. That's great. Anybody who would like to come and give it a few more spins here? Doreen, have you had a chance? Well, come on. And you know what, Doreen? We also have this little funnel guy. So this goes right here. So if you were like measuring liquid like a pesto, a hummus or something, you could put it in, and then when you're ready for it to go in, you turn it. Otherwise, it stays put. I love how our Tupperware cooperates with us, all right? Give it a few spins, Doreen. Everybody go, Doreen! Woo! She's into it, woo! Doreen, this could be a regular job for you, you know. Look at you, go girl. Okay, awesome. Good job, Doreen. Excellent, you rock. Okay. Oh my gosh, talk about yummy. So guys, before we, you don't even need to get any of your own bowls, Jess, because I am totally prepared for you, all right? Look at what I'm going to show you guys right now. Tell me how awesome this chip and dip bowl is, huh? Do you love it? It actually matches you, Elizabeth. Would you just hold that? Look at you, you match your purple. And I'm so glad you came and coordinated with my Tupperware. That was really nice of you. I think you should give her a ticket because she's coordinating with my Tupperware, okay? I love this bowl, okay? Can I just tell you, I met a gal once at the Cancun airport. I was in one of those free trips from Tupperware, and we were waiting for our flight home, and we were both admiring all the Mexican ceramics that were in the middle of the airport in the little souvenir shops. And she says, oh, I love that ceramic bowl. And I said, it is really pretty, a little heavy to carry on a plane, and oh, it could fall and break. Let me tell you about our Tupperware chip and dip bowl. Well, one thing led to another, and when we came home, we had a Tupperware party that was $1,500. Wow. And from that one Tupperware party, she got not only her chip and dip bowl, she got about $300 to $400 of Tupperware for free. Okay? So I love sharing that story because you just never know who the next host is going to be that's going to invite me over. I love it. So we have our bowl. And what I love is that, thank you, Jess, is that we have our cover, because you know what, with summertime hopefully coming, it's here, you're going to be out on the deck, but this is a bowl that you can use indoor, outdoor, 12 months of the year, any holiday, right? And you always want to wear that dress when you serve in this bowl, because then you'll coordinate perfectly, okay? But what I love is that, what can you now do with the cover?
Looks like a dip tray.
Yeah, you can do some dippies, you can do some, what else?
Make ice.
Cheese and crackers, exactly, You remember from my other party, because you were a guest there, right? Okay, so if we were making a punch to put in here, Margaret, what would we do? What could we do? You just said it.
You put the water on top of
the punch, right?
Yeah, the punch in the top of the
cover,
and then you let it freeze and use it as the icing for the...
Give her 2 tickets for remembering, and you came back to my party again. That deserves another ticket. You go, girl. You know, because the last thing you want to do is water down your punch, especially if it's a little spiky-dikey. You do not want it watered down. So you're going to take a little extra punch. You're going to put it right in here, okay, Kara? Did you follow that? And you can add some fruit, and then you're going to freeze it. Go right into the freezer for about an hour and a half, all right? And then you're going to just pop it out, put it right in. You're going to get a floating heart. It's a heart of Punch in the Punch. Oh my God, isn't that the neatest thing? Our Tupperware is so amazing, okay? So I'm going to have you hold that for a second. And we have not one, but we have 2 little chippy dippy bowls. I know. Not only do they hang on the side like this.
Do they only hang on the inside?
But you were reading my mind again. For those of you that have children and you might want to use this as a birthday party, how cute would this be to do Mickey or Minnie? Oh my God, leave it to Tupperware. I know, I love it. And you know, who says we have to have kids? We all love Mickey and Minnie. And you know what I love? when I tell you that part, because that reminds me to tell you about how Tupperware sends us on free trips like Disney World, like all expense paid. Oh my gosh, okay, do you love that? Maybe you'd rather go to Hawaii, all expense paid. I know, huh? Unbelievable. So we're gonna put our yummy, yummy salsa in here.
Do those blades ever go down?
You know what? I have never had a problem with these blades, but that's a great question, Tina. So we're going to serve our salsa right in here. I know you're all like drooling, right? I'm going to leave a little bit here because I'm going to use it for the guacamole that we're going to make, okay? So do you have the chips, Jess? My hostess, would you like to throw some chips in there? And before we...
I've actually put water in that, froze that, kept the cover on, and put macaroni salad and stuff in there.
That is a great idea, Kara. Give her a ticket for those suggestions. In fact, you know what? Can I use that idea at one of my other Tupperware parties? I love it when I learn from my customers. You rock. Thank you so much. So let's see. Who would like to give this a little sample? All right, first person to sample gets another ticket. Tina, I had a feeling, okay? All right, take a little sample. Tell me how much you love it. Yes, how is it? Give me a big
Not really good.
Is it really good? You'll have another one. Okay, good. All right.
Now you can have some.
So we're going to leave this here for the moment just so we can, because I have one more recipe that I want to show you guys, all right? Okay, so now we're going to show you our Papa Bear. Did you love Mama Bear?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, we're going to show you Papa Bear because you know what? All our choppers are great and they all have great features and benefits, but I just figure like, let me just show you them all and then you can decide which one you're going to get today, which one you're going to get at Maria's Tupperware party, and which one you're going to get for free. Because you know what? You're going to want them all because you got to have them all because they all have great features. Now this one, you can tell it's a little bit bigger, right? So that's Papa Bear, okay? And this has two attachments. This has my paddle, not to be used on the kids, all right? So this is my paddle. So in addition to all those whippy-dippy things that we talked about that we can do with the Quick Chef, you can actually make pancakes for your kids. Now, who likes, are you all good moms? Yes. Do you make pancakes for your kids? Yes. Do you put chocolate chips in the pancakes like my Elena always asks for? No? Huh. Well, I'm going to come make them for your kids. They're going to love me. So what I do is I actually take all of my wet ingredients, my liquid ingredients first. So I'll put in like my egg, I'll put in the milk, all the liquid first. Then I put in the dry. And can I just tell you, when you see what I'm going to do with this, is I just pull this little cord. Now tell me the kids aren't going to be fighting. This is like your Tupperware lawnmower. Or they'll go, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. Okay, they will be getting up very early. Well, maybe that's not good. Okay, so this is our paddle. You can do cakes in here. You can do brownie mixes. I made blueberry muffins in here the other day, and I didn't have to take out 25 bowls. Everything was right in here, and it went right into the our cookware, which we should be showing you a little bit later as well. Right into the oven, okay? Into our ovenware.
Joan, is
yes.
dishwasher safe?
Yes, great question, Maria. It is dishwasher safe. Excellent. So now we are going to show you the blade. Okay, we're going to make guacamole. Who likes guacamole? Yay. So this is like a salsa party, but the next party we could do something. We could do Tuscan white bean dip. We could do a pasta party. We have so many different themes. We can do anything you want. Okay, so where am I? So we're going to take the salsa. Saved a little salsa, and because Tina didn't eat it all, right, Tina? We saved a little salsa. And if you didn't have the salsa and you just wanted to make the guacamole, then you could just get a tomato and you could put a nice tomato. And a lot of you are going to be making, you know, fresh tomatoes in your gardens this summer. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit more onion. Spatula would be... Oh, here we go. I'm always losing my Tupperware, guys. Don't be afraid to just jump in. Okay, a little more onion. I'm going to throw in now. Did you notice I had pre-cut this and I kept the seed because one of my host customers told me at a party, if you keep the seed in here, it won't go brown. See, the things that I learn at my Tupperware parties, you guys teach me so much as well. Look at that, nice, and look, I know, this has been out here for maybe a half an hour, so fantastic. All right, now I'm really excited to show you the cilantro, and I'm going to use the baby chopper, the baby bear. Oh my God, it's so cute. Okay, this has a protector as well. Did you notice the protector? So it's not going to cut you. Okay, this has a little protector. Okay, brand new. Literally just took it out of the box. This is our brand new color. And I'm going to take my cilantro. Okay.
Stems and all.
Yeah, I'm going to throw it all in, girlfriend, you bet. And I'm looking for this. Okay, actually, I'm not going to do this. One of you is going to do it. Kara, come on up. Now, when you do this, you have to do the little,
Okay.
okay, you have to go
right.
like exercise, okay? Ready,
right.
Kara?
All right.
Go, Kara,
Here
go. Woo! Let's go, Kara! I love it. Keep going, keep going.
love this.
I know, it's so easy.
Great.
I know.
It's so easy.
It's so, like, minced. Let's see what you got here, girlfriend. Stay right there.
Oh,
Oh,
my
that's
word.
awesome. Let's do a little bit more, okay? Just a tiny bit more. All right,
Yeah.
tiny bit more. A little more leg work. Woohoo! Who needs to go to the gym? You just get your exercise this way, right?
My kids
And you
will
can
love
work
this.
your, there you go, you're done. Beautiful. Give her a ticket. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Tell me, have you ever seen cilantro or any herb chopped this fine? Okay, remember I know we washed it.
Make fresh baby food with it too.
You can make fresh baby food with it. You are so right. Now, I could have put all of this in my Power Chef. This is my Power Chef, and done it all together, but then I wouldn't have been able to demonstrate the baby chopper. So I wanted to show you this as well so that you can get the full service demo tonight. Okay?
What if you have extras and you want to save it?
That, you know, I'm telling you, I'm so glad you said that because I have a seal. That is absolutely perfect. And they all come with seals. This comes with a seal, this comes with a seal. You rock. I love that you guys are so into this. Did I miss anything? Oh, I need a little bit more lime. All right, a little bit, remember what I said? Butt up. You guys are amazing. I'm just gonna do it just for, look at that juice. Can you believe that? Oh my God, okay.
Totally did it wrong when I used mine.
Now it's why you come to a Tupperware party, Tina, right?
You learn something new
Did
every
not
time.
put the butt up.
No butt up. Okay, so Jess, do you want to come and give it a few more spins here? Go, Jess, all right? Come on over here, Jess. And we are going to serve this yummy guacamole now. As your, so this is why it's so easy to throw a few friends together. I mean, this is a big crowd, Jess. You have a lot of friends. But you know what? Sometimes you might even have 5 or 6 friends. That's totally fine. We can do the bells and the whistles party. We can do the low carb party. We can do like any amount of people. So thank you so much. Did you do that? It's all set? Oh my God. Let me just give one little spin too. Wow, you rock. You are the hostess with the mostest, girlfriend. Now, let's just say, Jess, that you wanted to make this in the morning. Look at what we have here for you. Airtight, liquid tight seal. You're going down the highway, you know what? You're gonna stop in 128. This flips over, it just mixes the guacamole. No mess in the car. How many choppers do you know that are this amazing, that don't need electricity, that have airtight, liquid tight seals?
None.
Tupperware, okay? You bet. So, thank you, Jess. Great. So we are going to, actually, Jess, would you mind helping me serve this? And we can just put it right in there, and we will be good to go. Okay. Fantastic. Awesome.
Does look yummy.
All right. Yes.
How do you wash these things?
In the dishwasher.
In the dishwasher?
Yeah.
And if you don't have a dishwasher,
By hand.
Your husband?
By hand.
That's a pipe dream. That would be a pipe dream for my house too.
So I'm glad you asked that because all of our, this is all dishwasher safe, but this right here part with the cord, it does separate. There's a little slit here, so you can just throw a little knife in here and it separates. So the cord part is a hand wash, but everything else is dishwasher safe, right?
Same with your other one.
Which one? You know what?
Does that
I believe that comes apart. Yes, 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 absolutely. Okay, we're going to put this all back together again, and this is where Phil is going to probably edit. All right, I'm going to put this here, and I usually.
I actually have a question.
Okay.
Do both your choppers,
Oh, good Lord, there go those.
the Papa and the Baby Bear,
Yeah.
if I buy them both, do I get 2 covers? Like 2 zip cords when I buy?
Oh, you know what? I'm glad you asked that. There's going to be, I'm going to be going over all of those numbers and how you can take advantage of some really great deals in a little while, Tina. So I'm glad you asked that, though, because I can already tell that you're going to want all of these, aren't you? Remember what I said? What's the magic word? Free. Free. Have a Tupperware party. Okay, so we want to clean up a little bit here, and we're going to move right along. And we'll just kind of push this all over to the side. And that's why I love my towels, because we can keep everything neat for everybody, okay? And here's the seal also for the Quick Chef. So you see, they all have seals. Is that beautiful? So one more time. Papa Bear, Quick Chef Pro, Mama Bear, Quick Chef, and Baby Bear. Okay, you excited? Yes? Awesome. And then how's the, oh, do you want to try the guacamole? Here, I think we need to try the guacamole. Here, we'll put a spoon in here. And you can all, you have plates, so you can all spoon it out. Pass that along. Everybody can sample while we keep going here. Okay? Fantastic. Okay. So now I am really, really excited as you guys pass that guacamole and salsa around to show you what's next. What do you think so far? You pretty excited? Yeah. I know, huh? I know. It's unbelievable how Tupperware has come along. The can opener is like bestseller. My mom is 93, God love her. Up until a few years ago, this is all she used. And she sold it to all her ladies in the apartment because it is the easiest thing, whether it's a child or an elderly person. I'm so glad. And you know, I know we didn't do wine tonight, but at the next Tupperware party, anybody who's a wino here, or Tina, your Tupperware party, when I come over, please don't open the bottles until I get there, because this is like the most amazing. Does anybody have this already? You have it. Oh, of course you do. 4 kids. You have the corkscrew.
And it's the only one I can use without a tutorial.
Without a tutorial. You don't need your husband. Goes right over the bottle. Boom, boom, boom. None of this, right? Easy peasy. And you know, you don't just need one of these. It's like the best gift that you want to have these on hand, because they're the greatest when you want to go to someone's house for like a birthday, an adult birthday party, right? With a bottle of wine, give them the corkscrew, great gift. Okay.
Joan, I have a question.
Fantastic. Yes.
Can a left use it with a left?
Yes, that's a great question, Maria. Yes, lefty can do it as well. Absolutely. Great questions, you guys. We also have a fabulous peeler. This is like the easiest thing in the world, and what I love about it is you can go this way, or you can just take your thumb, you push it, you can go that way. It twists and turns. I know. All our gadgets are absolutely like unbelievable. Okay, so now I am so excited to show you this because, you know, guys, can anybody, a little trivia question, can anybody tell me how long Tupperware has been partying? How many years? Anybody know? You might remember from the last party.
75.
That's a good guess, says 75. We'll give her a ticket, A for effort. Close, a little less. Linda, were you going to say something?
66.
66 years. You've been doing your homework, Linda. Linda gets 2 tickets for that, right on the button. This is our 66th year of partying with Tupperware. We are the original home party business, guys. We are the mothership. We are the pioneers. We wrote the book. And you know, I know that there are a lot of other companies out there that sell all kinds of products, but can I tell you why we are the #1 best business and best company? It's because all our products have to do with our core values. Is it important for you to have a healthy home life, to prepare your food in a healthy manner, to raise our children and ourselves in a healthy way? Is that important, Doreen?
Yes, very important.
How organized would we like to be more, huh? More organized with our food prep, to be able to prepare ahead of time meals, freeze them safely, no freezer burn, no baggies, no freezer bags in our freezer mates. I don't have those with me today, but I'll be bringing those to your party, Stephanie, next week, okay? And be more organized, safety for the microwave, to be able to know what products can safely go in the microwave and what can't. We'll be talking about that in a minute. How about saving money? Is that important to you guys? Yeah. Nobody, who has a money tree in the backyard, right? We work hard for our money. You know that song, we work hard for the money. All right, I won't sing. But basically, everything that we offer you today is a lifetime purchase, and you are going to be saving money every single time you use our Tupperware. And the environment, I know that many of you, oh my gosh, good job. You were at the last party and you got your big water bottle. When you invest in a few of these water bottles, you're going to have them forever, and your children are going to be using them over and over again. And what great values we're teaching our children to preserve the environment for future generations. So this is our home message. I am very, very proud of this, and that's why I'm so passionate about sharing our products and our opportunities with all of you guys. So thanks for being here, and that leads me over to our Fridge Smart. And I know some of you already remember this, right? So I have a couple questions for you. How many, no, I'm not passing out money just yet, but I might be. How many of you have fruits and vegetables at home in your fridge right now? Good, I'm glad to hear that you're healthy. How many of you throw away fruits and vegetables on a regular basis? Isn't that sad? Unfortunately, right, Doreen? That is like sad. What do we tend to throw away mostly, Jess? Tell me something you throw away a lot. Strawberries, they grow beards. Right, those grow, they come home and like 2 days later there's beards growing, right? What else? Cucumbers, Tina, you throw, your thumb goes right through those, ugh, soggy. Anything else we throw away? Lettuce is a biggie, right? Those mushrooms go black in 2 seconds. Just the average family throws away about $10 a week, Joan, on fruits and vegetables. Do you believe that?
You should have been at my house last night because I probably threw away about $20 worth.
Well, that's, you know, it's funny because I have a $20 bill here. So Joan throws away about $20 a week. Joan, you know what? That's $10,000 a year
Good, I know.
that we're throwing away. Okay, that is like really like, that's like a lot of money to throw. Did I say 10,000? Maybe like 1,000. That's what I meant. The average family throws away about $500. Joan throws away $1,000. Okay. In any case, you know what? It's bad how much money we throw away. So I really want you to start really thinking, if I could show you a way that you could bring home everything and anything that goes in your crisper drawers, right? That I could put them in a container that would allow them to breathe properly and last 2 to 3 times longer. Could you get excited about this?
Oh, yes.
Okay, well, great. I'm so glad, because I'm going to tell you right now, these are called Fridge Smart, because you're going to be so smart to put your fruits and your vegetables in these containers. How do they work? Well, because here's what happens. I know what you guys do because I follow you around, okay? So you go shopping on a Monday and you're like, you know what they always say, don't go shopping when you're hungry, but we always do. So we fill up our cart, we got the broccoli, we got the lettuce, we got the grapes, we got the strawberries, we come home and we just throw them in the crisper drawer and we pray. Please let there be something left by Friday, right? And by Friday, usually the crisper drawer has turned into a coffin, and we are throwing, like you said, Joan, throw. That is sinful, and that is absolutely unnecessary, because these are going to save you. Thank you for saving us. How do they work? The reason they work so well is because we have this little graphic here. Run your fingers along there, Doreen. Do you see that that's not a decal? This is actually embossed in between 2 layers of plastic. This is not going to rub off, fade off. The cat's not going to get to it, right, Sarah? So what happens is when you bring home your, let's say broccoli. Who's broccoli? Yes? Mm-hmm. Broccoli is a heavy breather. Yeah. Some of you may be heavy breathers. I don't need to know who you are, okay? It's okay. You keep that a secret. But if you are a heavy breather, you and broccoli will get along just great. So you're going to put your broccoli in here. Don't wash it first. Keep it dry. Now, I'm going to seal this up. Airtight seal. How am I going to know which way to put my little slider? Because, little picture right here. Broccoli. Look at that. It's on the heavy side. Slide it over to the broccoli. 3 flipping weeks for your broccoli, not 3 days. 3 weeks. 3 weeks, Joan. You won't be throwing away any more broccoli. Now, you mentioned lettuce, Maria. Mm-hmm. Okay, everybody likes to bring home lettuce for salad and all that, okay? Salad, lettuce, medium. Whoop. 2 weeks for your lettuce. I know, wow is right. How about things like grapes, strawberries, blueberries, right? Summertime is fruit time, but any time of the year is fruit season. So when you bring home your strawberries, your blueberries, most of those are low breathers. They can go together. You can make a fruit salad because they're all pretty much the same breathing style, so they can cohabitate. Right in the middle here, you will have a fruit salad. How awesome is that? Now, what I really love to show you about these is that we have different sizes, and you can pretty much put any fruit or vegetable in any of these, but just to give you an idea of what I do, I can put a whole bag of baby carrots in here for like a month. Yep. Right? Tina, you have these because you got them at Margaret's party, right?
I do.
Excellent. And they won't get slimy, and they won't get white, and they won't get disgusting, okay? Mushrooms will last me about 10 days in here. My strawberries won't grow beards. I mean, they are amazing.
Sweet red peppers last 2 weeks.
Sweet red peppers. Give her a ticket for that suggestion. Love that. Okay. Now, this guy, I love this guy because I'm a spinach girl. Who likes spinach? Yes? Okay, good. Spinach is great. I put my whole bag of spinach in here without the bag. Okay, throw the bag away. I squish it all down. It's a medium breather. I put it on medium. I'm telling you guys, I could have spinach in here for 2 weeks. I can also put zucchini. I can put carrots. I can put broccoli. No, not broccoli. Asparagus. Anything and everything. Grapes. You can put grapes in here. Now, does anybody buy grapes? Yeah. And you know what? I know some of you know the trick to grapes. I'm going to tell you the trick to picking fresh grapes. Because you know what? If the grapes aren't fresh, this isn't going to resurrect them. If they're bad to begin with, they're going to be bad to begin with. So you got to pick fresh grapes. Now, how do you pick fresh grapes?
You try them.
You try them. That's what a lot of. Let me just try. I don't want to even tell you though why you shouldn't be trying them, but that's another story for another time. How about looking at the stems? Helen, you knew this.
They should be green.
They should be green. Give ticket to Helen. Give Helen a ticket. Green stems go home. Brown stems stay
In the market.
in the market, right? So everybody repeat after me. Green home. Brown down. You know, I am like the store's worst nightmare. I walk into a store and I see these people like, you know, trying to figure it out. And let me just tell you, I say to them, let me just tell you how to pick fresh grapes. They've already put the bad ones in the bottom of the bag, and I'm like going like this and that. And then after I explain to the customers how this works, I give them my card and we're booking Tupperware parties. So there you go. Okay. So now this one, oh my God, I love them all. But this one, last summer, I had this filled. Actually, Jess, that is great that you actually have your watermelon here as well. That's exactly what I was going to say. You rock. And what's really great about putting your fruit in these, I had the watermelon here. I think I saw the cantaloupe over here. Could I see that one too, Helen? Cantaloupe. Oh my gosh, look at this. Now what's really great about this is that you have those little caves on the side, right, Jess? Is that why you put it in there? So all the extra juice and the moisture, what happens to it? Goes in the sides, right? And it doesn't coagulate and get all slimy and mushy at the bottom. So your fruit salad or your cantaloupe or your watermelon can last you a week to 10 days, not like a minute, okay? But the other thing I really like to tell you about is that you can make this a produce box. So if you want to mix your celery, your cucumbers, your carrots, they can all live together. So this is your produce box. Because you know what, that crisper drawer is pretty useless. What should we normally be putting in that crisper drawer? Juice boxes, yogurts. What else?
Cheese and beer.
Cheese and beer. Okay, Stephanie, I'm going to love coming to your house and doing a Tupperware party. You are my kind of girl. Woo, where's my maraca? Oh my gosh. Woo. Okay. I was going to say for more important things like wine and beer, but you already said it, so there we go. So, or, how many of you like salad? Okay, do you know that it gets really expensive and time consuming to be going to the salad bar at the supermarket? And now we're throwing away all that disposable stuff, and again, waste of money. What if I told you that you could make a salad in here at the beginning of the week, and it could last you the entire week? Could you get excited about that? Yeah. Okay, so this is what I do. I actually will wash my lettuce this time, and I have the big version of this, okay, the big salad spinner. Okay, that thing is like, I will bring that to the next Tupperware party and show you that not only can you dry your lettuce in that, you could literally dry like a bikini. If your dryer broke, you could actually put your bikini in here and spin dry your bikini in like 2 seconds, guys, because you won't be late for the beach. So I dry my lettuce, I put it up to about here. Then I take my Mama Bear, and because this is more of a chopper, whereas this is more of like an emulsifier, okay? They all are great. So I would probably use this for my carrots, cucumbers, celery, red peppers, okay? 1 or 2 chops, that's all. Because 1 or 2 chops, that's all you're gonna need. You don't want baby food, all right? Unless you have a baby. I sprinkle my veggies on top. I put my little grape tomatoes. I seal it up on the medium because of the lettuce being the medium breather. I have a salad in here for a week to 10 days, no joke. And I
Keep it on what?
like the medium for the lettuce is like the core. Yep, exactly. Yep. And then because I work out of the home, but for those of you that, have a day job, who has a day job? Okay, I'm sorry about that, but no, I'm just teasing. You can actually take your salad with you to work. Oh my gosh, and my little salad to go, my little dressing, my fork and my knife.
one of those.
I know, well, Margaret, I have this on my list for you. But I just take it out when I'm ready to eat lunch, and I add some grilled chicken, whatever I have left. I sit down. I'm not running to the supermarket. I'm not wasting money. How easy is this product going to help you in your home, guys, right? Now, they're all sold individually. However, how many of you have more than 4 fruits or vegetables in your kitchen right now? Exactly. So is it really going to help you to have one of these? No. No, in fact, you know what? You need like 8. You need like 10. You need like 20, all right? So you're going to start with the set. And in the end, we're going to tell you, how the prices and all that. But I'm going to tell you right now that all of our sets are discounted. So when you start off with the set, you're going to save money right away, and you're going to save money in the long term. And all those fruits and the vegetables are going to live happily ever after together. And you're not going to have your strawberries really happy and your blueberries going. You are so lucky, man, that you are in Tupperware, and I'm not. Question, Kara.
So if I had a party, could I get the set half off?
Kara, I love how you're thinking. Not only could you either get it for half off or for free, because hostesses get to choose whatever they want. Are you excited about that?
I'm very excited.
Okay, I think we're going to have a party with Kara. We're going to have a party, Kara?
I think so.
Oh my gosh, Kara, you rock. Give her 5 tickets right now. And anybody else who... Oh my gosh, you guys are too good. Oh my gosh, I have presents for you. Give them all 5 tickets if you want to have a party right now.
Prep and chef.
Oh my God. Yeah, whatever it's called, right? It's that chopper dopper thing. I love this. Oh my God. And I have presents for you. And don't forget the little cilantro that's been in here for like 2 years practically, okay? So we're going to put this back over here. God, Jess, you got friends that are going to have parties with you. You know what? You know what? When I first came into the house and I was talking to you, have 3 children, right? And you told me that you're home with the children right now, right? And I did mention to you, I said, you know what? This could be the start of your business, Jess. And if we have people that are just as excited as you to host parties, which I'm sure we will, you could go and try those parties out for a few months and make the money instead of me. What do you think of that?
Pretty good.
Yeah? Are you kind of thinking about it? Would you all think that Jess would be great at this? Yeah. So there you go, Jess. So you know what? I think we're going to welcome you to my team, girlfriend. Woo! All right. You get a maraca. Okay. So we're going to move right along. I have 2 more. Are you okay? Can I talk for a few more minutes? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you next.
Water balls when I go walking.
Oh, you got it, girlfriend. Do you notice I drop everything? I am like a hazard. Because that's why, thank God, I would never sell crystal, because I would be dropping everything. I'd be broke, Okay, I know you asked at the beginning, Joan, a really good question about BPA, and I think that's a great question because, we are an educated society, right? We are educated consumers, and, everybody wants to be safe and protect their families, right? And you know that one of the main concerns of people is the microwave. So I'm going to have you raise your right hand and repeat after me. And if you have wine in it, you can do your left or your leg, right? Ready? Everybody, I promise not to use that nasty saran wrap or that fake Tupperware in the microwave. Very good. Olay. This is called vent and serve, okay? I think some of you told me you had this, Sarah. You and I were talking when you came in. You have like your mother's vent and serve.
I do, yeah.
The like cinnamon or something, right?
Yeah, that color.
And it still is in perfect condition.
It is, yeah.
Give her a ticket for being a Tupper kid for her mom giving her the Tupperware, and you still love it. So this is called vent and serve. What's really great about this, guys, is that you can put anything in here that can go in the freezer or in the refrigerator and right into the microwave safely. And you're not going to get all those peelings and stainings and chemicals leaching into your food, because what did I say a minute ago about what our core values are? Healthy, right? All about the home. Exactly. Okay. So let's just say you're going to put some soup in here, some beef stew, maybe some mac and cheese, all right? Spaghetti meatballs. You put it right in here, all right? You're going to seal it right up. You can put this right in the freezer. What did we talk about being organized, right? You can prepare the meals ahead of time, be organized. I know when my mom was living alone, now she lives with me, but when my mom was living alone, I would make her all these, like when I would cook for my family, I would always have these meals prepared, lentil soup and whatever, and bring them over to her house. And of course she wasn't cooking, so I would just teach her, Mom, can you pick this little vent up? Great. If it's frozen, put it in the microwave for 10 minutes, Mom. And if it's not frozen, just put it in the microwave for like a minute or two on medium to 75%. Well, I had adjusted her microwave accordingly because we don't want to put it on high because then we're going to recook it. If it's chicken or meat, we just want to keep it on medium to 75% power. Oh my flippin' stars. When this comes out, the handles are going to be cool. The kids can even use it. Oh my gosh. And you see these little feet on the bottom? It doesn't walk. It doesn't walk away. What I love is that when you're freezing in the freezer, you have space in between. What's that for? Circulation. You are a type of girl. You and I need to talk, okay? So it freezes faster, and then it will defrost faster as well. And I see what I mean? Like, yeah. I love that this is such a rock solid material. I mean, basically, you could just wear this when you're going into town, like a little bulletproof, yeah. But what I love about this is that even though we have 3 different capacities, all the seals fit on each other. You know those men, like, where's the seal, right? It's husband proof. Even the men can figure this out. And the nice thing about this is if you're all like looking at me going, oh my God, Joan, how am I going to remember all this? And because you might be thinking, Jess, I want to do this, but like, how am I going to learn all this? Well, we help you, of course, we teach you. And we also have little cheat sheets on the bottom, okay? So we put our little numbers on the bottom, so that way you can come up after you can see the number. So I love this, and I got to tell you, this went to college with my son. God help me, it came back. And it came back intact, okay? And my daughter, she took this to school with her and would do her instant hot cereal in the morning, like her oatmeal. I was so proud of her because she could have been eating Doritos, but instead she was eating oatmeal. How awesome is that? Ramen noodles. I mean, you have a kid who's in college right now, Doreen. He uses it, yeah. He uses this, of course he does, I'm sure, because you got that at the last party. I love it. Okay, so this is called Vent and Serve. You are definitely going to want to start with that. And then last but not least, oh my gosh, this is like my passion. Oh, let me just tell you quickly about the cups, because you all have children, right? And if you don't, we're all kids at heart. These are the absolute, who has these already? Because I think many of you already have gotten these. You have these? I mean, gosh. These are my 11-ounce dripless straw tumblers. Do you see that there's water in here? Can you hear it? Can you see it? Okay, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. Look at no leak. Look, you're not even blinking. You trust me. I love that, because T for Tupperware means trust. So I'm going to tell you something I used to do with my Elena. When she was 4, she was going to preschool, and she wouldn't do juice boxes. That was the era that the doctors were like, don't give him juice. I'm like, don't give him juice. What am I going to give her? Water. So what I would do at night is I would fill this up halfways, and I would freeze it this way, horizontal, with the hole up, okay? Fill up halfways, freeze it this way, water, okay, this way. So in the morning, I would, take it out of the freezer. It would be half frozen this way. Then I'd put fresh water on the other side, give my little Elena her straw, and here you go, darling, in her little lunchbox. And she had her little water for like all time in preschool and snack time and lunchtime and playtime. Do you love that? And as they grow up, they need, do any of your kids ever get sick? Of course, right? We all do. They need it on their nightstand so they can do, and oh my gosh, it fell. Doesn't matter. Look, there's no puddle on the floor, Jess, okay? It doesn't make a mess, so they're not going to.
With the straw in it?
You know what? Just when you drink with it, Tina. Yeah, good question as well. Great job. So we have the 11-ounce. They all have a seal. We have the 16-ounce for the adult drinks, okay? Yeah. And we also have our water bottles that we talked about. Oh my gosh, little baby ones. I love a little penguin. Okay, but we're going to show you now what is really, this is my finale, okay? And I really want to thank you guys for hanging in with me, because, I know that there's a lot of information here, but I'm just so passionate. I just want you to leave here, and I want you to really get value for your time and value for your dollar. So I'm going to tell you, remember at the beginning of the party, what did I start with, what I showed you that got me into Tupperware?
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar, exactly. This is absolutely like what turned my life around was the brown sugar. All because of brown sugar, 27 years, my life has just been absolutely a dream come true. I don't even feel like I'm working. Does this look like work? I'm like partying. You're feeding me, Jess. We're laughing. It's like, oh my gosh. So these are called modular mates, and these are to the pantry what the fridge smarts are to the refrigerator for the fruits and the vegetables, and what the vent and serve and the freezer mates that we'll do at the next party are to the freezer, okay? So these are for all of those dry foods. How many of you go shopping every week? Hello? Oh, good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. What's the average food bill? $100? How much? 125. That's because your kids are at college. How many those that have? You have 4 little kids. What's your food bill? I'm afraid to ask Stephanie.
It's like 175.
175. Okay. 200. A lot of people say to me like around 200. So again, we're looking at about $10,000 a year on groceries. Okay, that's a lot. That's like someone's part-time job. Not Tupperware's part-time job because we make a lot more than that. But that's like an average person's part-time job. So you're basically working for your food bill. What's really sad is what? How much we throw away. And I'm really thinking about things like the crackers. Like how many, when I go to people's homes and I'm helping them organize their pantry, I don't do windows, but I'll do your pantries. There's like 10 boxes of the wheat thins and the this and the that, and there's like 2 crackers inside, right? There's like a whole box where there's 2 crackers inside. Okay, so once that vacuum pack seal is like, whew, okay, air's gonna get inside, guys. Those crackers are not gonna be crunchy anymore. They're gonna be flat. Cereal, oh my God. The Cheerios are going to taste like cardboard. Have you ever tried them? We're giving the kids cardboard sometimes. So these are going to take care of all of those dry foods that are in your pantry. So I'm going to pass this picture around. How many of you have the top? Yeah, I know, huh? It's pretty like, the top. This is the before and after. And literally, guys, I went to my first Tupperware party just to get a brown sugar. I had a party, rather, to have to get 1 brown sugar container, and I ended up, from my credits as a hostess with 5 girlfriends, we don't need 15 people. Like I said, you can have 5 or 6 people. I ended up with my entire pantry organized between my free and my half price points. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to really focus on for you guys, is that there's so many other things here today that you can take advantage of, that I will give you all those numbers in a few minutes, and I'll give you your catalogs and we'll go over all of that. But I really want you to invite me into your home so that I can come in, help you earn these for free and half price, and then I will come in, put these in your pantry, and make them look really, really pretty with all of your pretty labels. Would you like to have me come over and do that? Would that be a good idea? And you know what? You know what I charge for my services? A cup of coffee. Can you do that for me? All right, that's it. Free. Wine, well, maybe it'll be like 10 in the morning, maybe not the wine, okay? So this is a before and after picture, but I'm just going to give you just a little tip on why you really need these. We have different shapes and sizes. I focus on rectangulars and super ovals because I feel that most pantries, it's more space efficient, you know, because if you have a little guy in here, like one of the little ones that I had, it's going to be like taking up wasted space, putting things in the front, moving it around. These are what I use. This is my super oval set. And it has 5 different sizes. It's like an elevator. So it's like the first floor, the second floor, the third floor, the fourth floor, the 5th floor, okay? So let's see how good your first grade math is, all right? So a 1 added onto a 2 gives you a 3. Good job. A 1 added onto a 3 gives you a 4. Excellent. A 1 and a 4? 5. This one's tricky. A 2 and a 3. 5. You rock. These are like Legos for ladies, are they? You know what? I know. Legos for ladies. I love these because you can put your cereal, you can put your spaghetti, you can put your beans, you can put your rice, you can put your crackers, you can put your oatmeal. You can put any flippin' food you want in here, and they're going to stay fresh from the day you put them in to the time that you run out and put a new batch. And these are going to be the home for these products. So you'll always have your cereal in here, you'll always have your brown sugar, you'll always have your powdered sugar, etc. Got it? Okay. So now we're going to talk about the rectangulars. And by the way, the rectangulars are great. These are like the cousins. They're kind of like related because look at how the super ovals go on the rectangulars, so they can fit on top of each other, exactly the same fit. They can go next to each other. They really work well together, which is why I really focus my hostesses on these, because you get the whole flippin' set, the whole super set for free or half price just for having me over. And I make them look pretty. But the last thing I'm going to tell you about is really the flour. This is where it really gets a little bit like, How many of you have flour at home? Yeah? Okay. So when you bring home a bag of flour, I know you're going to all be like, oh my God, Joan, what's coming out? You already know what's coming because you heard it at the last party. Do you know what could be in that bag of flour, or in a bag of Bisquick, or in a bag of pancake mix, or in oatmeal, cornmeal, or any of those grainy things? Yeah. They're called mealyworms, and they actually come home from the mills, and they hitchhike home into the supermarket. Doesn't matter what supermarket. They're from the mills. And you bring it home. Now, this is my advice to you. Listen to what I'm telling you. You must dump out that bag and put your flour right in here and seal it up right away. Immediately. And you're going to see why in a minute. Because when you seal this all up with your airtight seal, these are all called seals. They're not called lids or covers like the fake Tupperware. These are seals. Everybody say that? Seals. Okay, we take points away, we take tickets away if you call them anything else, okay? So, in the morning when you get up, either before or after your coffee, you may need that glass of wine. You're going to see a little, you may, not always, you may see a little mealyworm on top, but you know what? He's dead. Oh, because you know what? That Tupperware seal came down on me. If it was a fake Tupperware, I'd be alive and kicking. Now you just scoop it out and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, Joe was right, it's gross. It's protein. We've been eating them for years, okay? It's probably a delicacy in some country, right? You are going to have clean flour. You can see through. You know how much is in here. Inventory control. Oh my gosh. Your measuring cups will fit beautifully in here. Oh my God, do we make life easy for you with Tupperware? Oh, you bet we do. So we have flour container, we have sugar, we have the cookies, we have the crackers, we have an entire set. But in case what I said to you isn't, you know, powerful enough, let me show you my visual. Okay, so I'm almost embarrassed to tell you this, but I'm so glad it happened. Because I've been in this business 27 years, like I said. I've had my pantry organized for 27 years. And this has never happened to me until recently. My husband was coming home from a trip, and I wanted to be the good little wife and make him some blueberry muffins. And I took out my box, my bag of flour. Okay, the brand is listed on here, but I won't say it. It doesn't matter. And I opened up the bag that had been in my pantry for 2 months that I had forgotten about, and I was supposed to put in the Tupperware, like I just told you, right? Put in the Tupperware. I opened it up. This is what, this is what was in there. Yeah. This is a complete family of crawling, alive, mealy worms with little legs. Ew!
Can I tell you one time, I do have a piece of Tupperware. I do have some Tupperware.
Good job.
So that's why I came to this party, because I want more Tupperware, because I didn't know about the can opener. But I, one summer, opened up my flour and there were bugs. And then I opened up my cereal and there were bugs. And I opened up my rice and there were bugs. And all of my grain, there were bugs. Now I have the Tupperware that I got at another party, because I love supporting my friends. I had to come to your party too.
Oh, Elizabeth, you rock.
I don't have those anymore.
Guess who's having the next party, Elizabeth?
I am, because I'm getting a can opener, and I think I need to add a few more things to my collection.
You need some more modular mates too. Give her a couple more tickets, Doreen. That is great, Tuppermonio. We love it when you guys share, because you basically, I know I'm telling the truth and everything I'm saying to you, I live and breathe, but you know, it's so great when you guys can hear it from each other. This is disgusting. And you know what? If I didn't open that bag, and of course I threw it all away in the garbage, these would have turned into moths, and then you would have had a huge expense with the exterminator coming to wonder where the moths were coming from. Oh my God. So here you can see the bag that I just literally opened up, and oh my gosh, okay? So this is another reason why you need modular mates, okay? Have I made my points? Okay. Yes. So did I do okay? Yes. Yay! I love it, I love it. So,
I have a question for you then.
okay, what?
I bake a ton at the holidays, and sometimes I buy 5 5-pound bags of flour.
Right.
Probably not a good idea.
Well, you know what? We have really big containers. Like, we actually have a whole set here. This is just some of the pieces. This is our 1. Doreen will hold the 1. This is our 2. Okay. We have a 3 that's actually this tall, and then we have our 4, which is 2 of these together. So you may just need to get a few extra pieces as well, because of course they are available individually as well as the sets, okay? So you can keep buying that way, because you're going to invite me over for all of those cookies and everything, right, when we have your party. So no, this is a great question. We have all different sizes for all different, meet all different needs. So guys, I hope I gave you some great information. You excited? You learned a lot. Okay, tell me something you learned today that we're gonna do some extra tickets just really quickly. What's the one thing you learned that you're so glad you came here today, Tina?
Tupperware's gonna send me on a vacation.
Oh, I think we're gonna be talking to Tina about starting her business. Which one are you gonna pick? Are you gonna pick Disney or are you gonna pick Hawaii, Tina?
Well, I would like Hawaii, but I guess my kid can go to Disney, so we'll go to Disney.
And you know what's really great about Tupperware is that you can earn these trips multiple times. I actually have a director on my team named Lauren, and she's actually going on her second trip in July. She already went to Disney with her kids, and now she's actually going to take her husband, forget the kids, they've already done it, and go to Hawaii on Tupperware's tab. The entire vacation paid for, 5 days at our Animal Kingdom, Hilton Hawaiian Village, pick you up at the airport. You know, you get a $300 spending Visa card. You get stay at Animal Kingdom here, hopper passes. I mean, we're talking like, yeah. And then, yeah, did we talk about the free cars? Yeah, free cars. We talked about that earlier, right? So, I mean, so many opportunities. What else did we learn? Thank you, Tina. We'll be talking. What else did you want to share with me that you learned? Maria?
My fruits and vegetables can stay for a couple of weeks in the fridge, and I don't have to throw things away.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Ticket for Maria. One more thing that somebody learned. Who would like to share with me what you learned today? Jessica, did you learn how much fun it is to have a Tupperware party? Yeah, do you have your wish list? Are you making your mental wish list?
Very big.
It's very big. Okay, guys, that you know what that means, okay? She's going to have a big wish list, and she's going to get, my goal is to always make my hostess happy. You are the queen, and to get her whatever she wants. And it will be my honor and my privilege to come to your home and give you your own shopping spree for free. And you know who pays for that shopping spree? Not me, not you, Tupperware. That's the gift that we give you to show you our appreciation for inviting us into your home, okay? So I hope that this was value for your time, value for your money, yay. And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna give you all a folder, and then we're gonna go over the numbers, and there's door prize slips in your folders, and I'm gonna get a little feedback from you, and thank you for coming, okay? So yay!